Hey Cal viewers, I'm Davielle Boone, and I just sat down here with Alice Eve, who is playing Dr. Carol Marcus in Star Trek Into Darkness. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. So, what was it like being the new girl on set?
It didn't last that long, the feeling of being the new girl. Everyone was very welcoming and open to the idea of new characters. I guess it had been 4 years since they'd convened, and so it wasn't like it was a very tightly knit family at the time that Benedict and I joined. It was kind of, they were sort of welcoming to the idea of new recruits.
Did you and Benedict form a closer bond since you were both new? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Benedict and I worked together a few years before, and so we were already friends. But now we're really good friends, and we definitely bonded over the process of this film, because it's a 6-month shoot.
What was the most difficult part of shooting this film?
I guess we needed quite a lot of stamina to get through it. You know, you're working 18-hour days, and there's a lot of work involved. It's always a pleasure, you know, it's good problems to have, but you do need to prepare yourself for that amount of output so that you don't, I guess, deplete yourself.
Were you a Trekkie fan as a child, or?
I used to watch it. My grandfather used to watch it. He was a Trekkie, and he used to watch the original show with Shatner. And I used to kind of sit and watch it with him because he was cool and I liked hanging out with him. but I think I thought it was a bit boring and a bit male. But now, I'm a Trekkie because I'm immersed in it now. Yeah.
Well, and you bring a very strong female presence into the.
Oh, thank you.
Film,
yeah, I think it's nice. I like that about Star Trek, that it's kind of democratic, and that even in the 60s, women were working on the Enterprise in equal positions to men, you know, according to their skill set. And so I like that about it.
Definitely. Do you have like a favorite memory of working with one-on-one with JJ Abrams, or?
I mean, they're so endless. I guess he's funny and he remembers things. I once had a dream that I had someone else's face, and I know the girl's name, and I told him about this dream, and he now calls me by that girl's name sometimes, and you know, the memory that requires is quite something.
So which scene was the most fun to shoot within the film?
I really enjoyed the sequence where I don't want to give too much away, but where Kirk and Scotty come onto the bad ship, and we kind of get involved and have a little action sequence, because that was something that we really rehearsed for, you know, the 3/4 of a day before we shot it. So I really enjoy it when you get to find the scene together and get the energy right, and then you shoot it, because then it feels right.
Definitely. So what piece of technology from the film would you want to have in real life now, and why?
Well, you know, I guess we already have the cell phone and the iPad, which are both kind of Gene Roddenberry's prescient visions. And I suspect that I wouldn't like to be beamed, because having been beamed and investigated it, the breaking down of your molecular structure and then the reassembling of it would be quite painful. So I'm not interested in that. So maybe one of those things that like does X-rays. I had those, and I thought that was cool to like be able to see through things.
Definitely.
To the next hotel room. What?
Spy on people.
Yeah, what's up in there? Especially when they're making noise.
Have fun. So what projects are you going to be working on next?
I did just finish a movie before this called Cold Comes the Night with Bryan Cranston, which is a crime drama about a woman who runs a motel as a single mum and is up against hard times. So that was an intense experience. I look forward to taking that one out.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it, and congratulations on a fantastic film.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's wonderful.
Oh, good. Thank you.